Hello everyone, welcome to Hudson and Hudson, a weekly cooking show from Hudson, New Hampshire. My name is Jim Whiteway.
And I'm Wendy Scheimer.
And I'm Kevin O'Brien from Meat Again, Butcher Shop and Deli.
So we have Kevin on tonight. We're going to be cooking, what type of chicken meal?
It's a fried panko breaded chicken cutlet.
And the ingredients, why don't we show the ingredients?
You just have some 90-10% oil, some boneless, skinless chicken breast, and panko breadcrumb.
Sounds real simple. All right, now how do we start? How do we begin?
Let's start with getting the oil on the pan first, because that takes a while.
So let's get the pan on. About medium or?
Yeah, you want to go about medium so it doesn't burn the oil.
Okay. I found out in an earlier show never to put butter in a hot pan.
We just want to pour it in there, just get a nice base about, just fill up the bottom of the pan.
Oh, wow.
Probably about a cup of oil or so.
And let that heat up?
Yep. That takes about 5 minutes.
Okay.
And then we'll just fillet the chicken. You want to get boneless, skinless chicken breast.
Wow,
I mean,
look
it
at
still needs to be trimmed a little bit. You just slice off where the fat is, take out the vein.
Now, why do you take the vein out? It's just not as good?
No, it's tough. It doesn't taste good. It's just trim off all the fat.
Now, if we were coming to the butcher, would this already be off?
Yeah, you can. This is an option that you can get. I mean, you can get it. How we package it, this is all trimmed up for you and ready to go. And you could even ask for cutlets or ask for anything you want. But to fillet it, you just want to cut down and just go right through the middle of the breast. Just fillet the chicken so you get two nice half pieces.
Usually we would help, but we're not going to help doing that.
It looks pretty easy.
Oh, wow, so you get 4 nice pieces out of that, huh?
And then just add some of the breadcrumbs.
Now, Wendy, is this something that you make when you're at home? Have you ever made this before?
It is not, but I will after today. Looks good and easy.
And then you just pour about a 1/4 cup of oil.
So that's what was this now?
This is all the same oil.
Okay,
It's
okay,
90-10%.
okay.
And then if you could just mix that up, just
Where's
mix
this
it up and just so all the oil gets distributed to the breadcrumbs. Panko is a Japanese breadcrumb. It's different than like a regular breadcrumb. When you bake it, it puffs up more. It's more crunchy. You know, it tastes a lot better in the oven, but it tastes good fried as well.
Is that good?
Yep. And then you just throw the chicken cutlet in there. You want to make sure that it absorbs all the breadcrumbs. Just kind of cover it and push it down there. So you want just, submerge it in the crumbs and then take it off.
Nice.
Now, you put the oil in because, what, it makes it stick to it a little bit better?
You use oil with panko. It mixes much better than eggs. Because a lot of times for chicken cutlets you use egg, but the oil works better with the panko.
Now, can you get this at any grocery store, or?
Yep, it's
I've
pretty
never heard of it.
popular. It's becoming more popular. It's just a different type of breadcrumb, but you can find it at any grocery store or Meat Again, anywhere.
Yeah, you want to go to Meat Again to
Yep,
get it,
that's
right?
right. We do this so it's already packaged. We have different types of flavors. We have cheese and garlic, honey mustard, honey apple.
Now, all this gets vacuum sealed?
Yep.
So what happens when you vacuum seal it? Like
So
someone said it sucks into all the...
It's called a cryovac machine, and it just vacuum seals the bags and just it keeps it more fresh for longer, and just keeps the marinade in there so it marinates better.
Nice.
But we have to
It's getting
wait
there.
for the oil to heat up. When it starts to bubble, it's getting ready. So that's going to take a minute or two.
Yeah. So you have two locations. You have Westford and Billerica.
Yep.
Which one's been around longer?
My father started the Billerica store in 1978, so that's 35 years they've been there. And then in about 2000, they opened the Westford store. So they're both, established business at this point. So it's a nice working atmosphere. Most of the employees have been there for a long time, worked for my father, and are still around. We have very low turnover.
Nice.
They're all, the customers are friendly with the employees. The employees are friendly with the customers. So it works out. It's a nice, friendly, family atmosphere.
Right, and you doubled, about eight years ago, you doubled the size of it?
Yep.
Is
Well,
that
that
about
was right before we opened the Westford store. We
Okay.
doubled the size of the Billerica store.
Will you be opening any more?
I think we're going to maintain these for a while, but then, if the right opportunity comes along, then there's always room for growth.
Nice.
Now, now you guys offer a lot of different choices too. It's not just hamburg and steak and chicken. I mean, you also, and you marinate all those. All those can come marinated, like from Cajun to buffalo to, tons of different. I go in there all summer long. You go in and you just pick out a different bag every week to cook up. But you also offer like buffalo and some almost exotic type foods too, right?
A lot of the exotic type foods are special order, but we have the staple of our business is the marinated meats. We have marinated steak tips, marinated chicken, marinated turkey tips. We do marinated vegetables, baby back ribs. Do stuffed hamburgers, different types, broccoli, bacon and cheese, chicken breast. We have a wide variety of stuffed chicken breast, and this variety is really what
Yeah, it really is. I can't imagine how you could remember all of it. But now you're a butcher, a real, like, how do you become a butcher? Like, you just don't walk in and say, I can cut meat, I'm a butcher, right? You gotta, I would imagine there's a lot of steps.
My father started the business. He was selling meat to restaurants, and then he decided to go off on his own. So he, got a couple of, quality butchers that have just, got sick of the supermarkets, and we went from there. We've had same few butchers for 30 years, and they know what they're doing. It's a customer service based industry, so.
Oh yeah, you always. I go in, I always see the same faces, either coming, either working there or coming in to get lunch, and it's, you just don't walk in at lunch and think there's a long line in there at lunchtime, so you're better off calling in first.
Yeah, and we have a full deli, boar's head products, some other type of, high-end cold cuts. You can call in your orders or, place them right there. And all the sandwiches are boar's head products. Got fresh bread every day. And we have a pretty steady lunch rush between 11 and 1.
The subs are, because it's a butcher, the subs are just packed with food. With the ham or roast beef, it's unbelievable. Like, it's really, if you get the large, it's really two meals.
Yeah. And we cook between 5 and 6 specials every day from the butcher side. Usually a chicken, some type of steak or roast. We have pulled pork. We do steak tips every week. We cook all our own soups. So it's
Now around holidays, like around Thanksgiving, do you do like turkeys?
Thanksgiving we do farm fresh turkeys. Around Christmas we do a lot of different roasts. We have Butcher's roast, which is what we call it. It's top sirloin. That's probably our most popular roast year round. And we have do a lot of prime ribs for Christmas, tenderloin roasts, sirloin strip, and you know, a lot of lamb for Easter, hams. We have a nice glazed ham that we slice for you. So
like, let's say I want, like, how early, like, before, like, well, I imagine Easter's the next thing coming up. So if I wanted to get a ham for Easter, how early should I call in for that? Like
yeah,
a
usually
week,
about
2
a
weeks?
week,
Oh, about
10
a week?
days, somewhere around there. You know, we over order just so we can fill all the orders.
Because you know some people are going to
Right.
call up a day before
Oh, yeah.
and expect you guys to have what they need.
Oh yeah, and we usually do. So
No, you do. You always do, absolutely. Boy, this is taking a long time.
yeah, turn it up a little bit.
Yeah, it is up all the way. I might even try and use 2 burners. Would that work, you think?
Maybe- oh, you can see
It's a
how
big
hot it
pan.
is.
So Wendy, do you do a lot of cooking?
I love to cook. I cook with my children quite often. I'm definitely going to try this.
There we go.
Do you like chicken?
I love chicken.
Yeah, when it starts to bubble, you'll know it's ready. I think it's getting there.
So here we go. We're going to start putting the chicken in the pan.
Just drop it in. It's very hot, so it tends to jump out at you. So you just want to keep your distance from the oil. Just get it going. It's going to be frying up in no time. Takes about 6 to 8 minutes aside. If it's really hot, I mean, it's less than that.
But what this does is make it crunchy. So when you, wow, that's the
like a normal breadcrumb is going to be a little softer. This has more of a crunchy texture to it.
So now you guys don't just sell. I mean, you sell meat, but I know you can get like stuffed peppers and
We do
and
a
some
lot
other
of
things.
prepared foods, chicken pot pie, American chop suey, stuffed peppers. We make our own meatballs. We do yeah, I just said American chop suey, but just a lot of different, you know, seasonal things too. As you know, we do jambalaya for the Super Bowl or Mardi Gras. Or
Well,
we'll
rumor
do-
has it we're going to be cooking jambalaya on
There
this
you go.
set in a few
We got
weeks.
a
So
nice Cajun chef.
Now, you picked this dish. Is this one of your most popular?
It's becoming more and more popular. We have, you know, do the cutlets and, you know, do the breadcrumbs and everyth's ready to go. So you just have to take it out. Usually you bake it. It takes about 30 minutes to bake, and it's a pretty easy meal to cook. I mean, everything's done, and we have different flavors. We do buffalo, cheese and garlic, honey mustard. So, you know, it's an easy meal. You just put it in the oven, and then 30 minutes later, you're ready to go.
now, when do you know when you have to turn these? Like, are you looking for something?
Yeah, it's going to get just a little golden brown on the edges, and when you see that, it's time to flip it. It's, you know, getting there close now.
You don't have to move it around. Just let it sit.
No,
right?
just let it sit. And
Which kills me because I want to do something.
but you just, I mean, you don't have to just do it, flip it once. You can flip it over a few times, and you know, I brought a meat thermometer. You can take the temperature at that.
Now-
As soon as there's no pink, it's done,
Okay.
essentially.
And
Now,
what is, oh, sorry.
go ahead, Wendy. I'm sorry.
What is the temperature you're looking for when this is?
Poultry is 160 degrees or higher. When you're cooking beef, that's medium rare is about 140. And things tend to cook about, you know, 8 to 10 degrees outside of the oven, so you want to equivalent that when you're cooking. Medium rare is what most people prefer. I usually tell people to take like a roast out of the oven at about 138, and it cooks up to about 145, and that's you know, medium rare is what most people prefer.
Now, I've gone on this cooking show for a few months, so I'm starting to learn. And I've been watching other cooking shows. Now, there's a difference, I don't know if in chicken, but I know in meat and beef, there's like different types of...
Most supermarkets deal with select, and then it's select and then no roll, which is, they just don't, they grade the beef by the marbling in when they cut the piece of meat, they grade it by how much marbling is in there. The marbling is what gives it the flavor, so the more.
That's the fats, right? That
Yep.
melt into it?
So it's select, choice, and prime, and we deal with high-end select and some prime cuts. But for your money, the choice is probably your best bang for your buck. The prime tends to get pretty high on the price spectrum.
Now,
go ahead and
as far as this, is there anything? Do you just cook them like this? Can you add anything to it other than the breadcrumbs? Can you?
Yeah. Oh, you can.
Can you throw onions on top
Oh, yeah.
of this right now?
Garlic or onions, because this is just plain breadcrumb, but you can season it up however you like. Garlic is always a popular flavor.
And how is this as far as like calories? I mean, is it? I mean, I wouldn't know, but I mean, is this
Well,
good for you?
frying it is probably not the best for
Right,
calories,
right.
but it's
But you said you can cook it in the oven too, right?
Yep.
I mean, you could put it in the oven. That'll probably make it a little bit better, right?
right. I mean, the deep fry kind of defeats the purpose of being healthy, but
Now you're going straight for taste when
That's
you do
right.
this, right?
chicken is pretty healthy for you. The breadcrumbs are going to bring the calories up, but this is these panko has less calories than a regular breadcrumb.
Well, beef's good for you too. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
you're
absolutely.
supposed to eat beef.
Yep. Need a nice balanced diet, so everything. I mean, you can put this over a salad or with rice, potatoes, anything. It goes well with everything.
When are you going to be cooking this? Some
am.
point this week?
I am.
I saw all the chicken, and I'm like, oh my God, it's gonna have to be an hour show.
We'll have some leftovers to take home.
So it's pretty simple. I mean, you don't get much simpler than this, other than cutting out the fats But I mean, like you said, you could just get the breast like that, and you can cut it in half, fillet it in half, and now you have a tenderizer. You can also tenderize it too,
Yep,
if
that
you
just-
so choose.
Yep, it just makes it a little
Wendy,
more
can you
tender
pick that
when
up?
you cook it.
Let's see what that looks like, Wendy.
I mean, that's more of an industrial one. I mean, you can have you can use a blunt object.
Yeah,
if
you see
want.
people with the hammer,
Yeah.
like the square thing, hitting them. Don't let me get technical on you.
I have
I'm
a
gonna call
big
this
round one that
like a mallet.
and it's heavy.
Yeah, that's the same thing. You just want to pound it out, and
Yep.
it flattens them out. It makes it easier to cook as well.
Oh, it looks good. So I know you have like on the holidays you'll bring up stuff, but do you bring out like new recipes? Are you working on your own recipes to bring into Meat Again, or?
Yeah, we have a lot. I mean, we used to do cooking classes where we'd invite everyone into the kitchen, and we'd show you how to cook about 4 meals, and then they're broken up into portions, and then you can take those home and just reheat those. And we're not really too secretive about our ingredients or anything, so if you ask, we'll definitely let you in on it.
And you have websites.
Yep, meatagain.com is the website. We put our daily specials up there. We have a lot of the sales. We do 2 big sales. We do one in October and one in February. It's stock up meat sale where we just basically wholesale the meat and just have less per pound, and then you buy higher quantities.
Right,
So-
and then like for, I'm sorry, but like in the summer, if you're having a barbecue, you guys have like 10 or 11 packages that you
Yep.
come all assorted with different
Right.
cuts and everything, right? Which is usually what I get when I go there in the summer.
Yep.
I mean, can't miss.
Well, a lot of times people just fill up. We have baskets, and you can just fill up whatever you want. But we have different packages where you can get, 2 packages of the marinated steak tips, 2 packages of the marinated chicken, a rack of ribs, chicken wings, and potato salad, and just knocks it out right there.
Now, how would you, again, I know you said once the pink is gone, but what do you have, a little temperature thing? What do you say
Yep.
it has to be?
Here.
Might as well use all the props.
Right. You want to stick it into the fattest part.
Try and get like right in the middle.
So that's going to give you your best read. Yeah, we still got a little ways to go, but maybe let's flip these again.
And I am not a professional, so you can try this at home.
Yeah, it takes about 15 minutes to fry them up. If it was, it's more time if you have more in there, but 2 seems to be working all right.
And then, and I know, I mean, I know you guys used to do the softball leagues and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys do that anymore, or
Yeah, we do a lot of. We try to donate as much as we can. We do, we donate to the schools. We donate to local sports programs. The police, the fire department. We try just to give back to the community as much as possible. Yeah, they're all. I mean, most of them are customers too. We have a wide variety of people that come in. That's
what it's all about, community, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you don't treat people right, they're going to know that.
That's
and
right.
You're not going to last very long. So, like I said, I'm from Billerica, so I've been going to meet again as long as I can remember, and
Yep.
I've never had a bad day there. So,
Good.
I've eaten a lot of stuff from there too.
Yeah, we have large sandwiches. We usually we have it's probably about 2 portions. I can't even usually.
Yeah,
Chunk down
it's
the
like
large.
they put so much meat in the subs. It's unbelievable. Like it's awesome. It's really 2 meals. I mean, it's
Nice.
Some of our more popular, we have chicken salad, pulled pork, turkey terrific, which is we cook a nice turkey breast and then we make our own stuffing
Try
or
it again.
and cranberry sauce.
right in the
gravy.
middle.
Yep. So that's getting up to about 110, 120. So it's probably just another few minutes or so.
Hmm. 5 minutes. If I keep spinning, it will be a little faster.
What you wanted to do. You wanted to
That's
move
right.
it around.
Give me something to do. That's what I want. Now, I like everything well done. That's not good though, right? Like, should you get it medium? Is that the best? Like,
I mean, what I've encountered is that's what most people prefer. But if you the ends are going to be, if you cook a roast, the ends are going to be more well done, and then as you get closer to the middle, that's going to be, the rarer pieces. But with chicken, you want to cook it to about 165. Anything less than that is not. You can't do less than that, or else you run the risk of getting sick, and then you go too far over that, and it just dries out. So you want to be around 165 to 175.
so why don't we go, while we're waiting for this another minute, why don't we go through all the ingredients one more time? I know we have the chicken. Let's try and show everything. I think now that we have the overhead camera, it's a lot easier. But
Yep.
so now, what kind of oil? You said it was a certain type of oil. Actually, shouldn't put that too close.
Yeah, it's 90%, 10%. Usually, it's
What does that mean?
it's a type of cooking oil. It's a 90% vegetable, 10% olive oil.
Okay.
But if 100% olive oil it doesn't fry up as well.
No.
I just found that the 90-10% is the best one for frying.
And the name of the breadcrumbs again are?
It's panko.
Panko. Very simple. Only like three ingredients.
Yep.
You can tenderize it if you so choose.
You can add seasonings to your breadcrumbs
Yep.
to
And
give
again,
more flavor.
we can go there and get this just like this, right?
It's all already all set and packaged. You just have to open it up and cook it up.
Cook it up.
All right, what do you think? This has got to be close, right? Because
Yep.
we want to try this before the show.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
This is good TV right here.
Oh yes. Yeah, that should be done.
Yeah, it's at 120 right now. All right, let's turn this off. Just put it right on the plate.
Yep.
Oh, look at that.
You want this?
Now comes the best part. Might be a little hot though.
Yep.
Is that good?
Oh
All the way
yes.
through?
Cooked to
Cut really
perfection.
nice.
Another success story on Hudson and Hudson.
Looks very tender.
Yes, it is. Probably cut it with this fork.
So the crew's going to be happy.
Yep.
And I'd like to give a shout out to Cindy Hudson, who puts the show together. You know, it's a work in progress, but it seems to be getting better every week. And the food gets better every week, too. All right, so now we're going to try it. I'm just a little nervous about the pan. Do we have any silverware?
Pan
What
doesn't
did I see
flip
some
over.
silverware?
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Pretty aggressive pieces here, but that's all right.
You tell me how hot it is. Pretty hot? Oh, wow.
May I borrow the knife? Okay, wait. Wow.
So there you go. They're nice and simple, delicious, easy to make. I just want to thank Wendy and Kevin for coming on the show and helping out, and we'll see you next week from Hudson and Hudson. Thank you very much, everyone.
Sure.
Thank you.